the story of three John Walters and the rise of the Times newspaper. Greetings, esteemed colleagues and scholars. Today we embark on an in-depth exploration of a seminal institution in the realm of journalism, the Times of London. Recognized as Europe's foremost newspaper, the Times's ascendancy is no mere happenstance. It is a narrative interwoven with innovation, resilience, and the indelible contributions of three visionary individuals, all named John Walter. Join us as we dissect the intricate history and profound impact of these pioneers on modern media. John Walter first, the visionary printer. John Walter, born in 1738, was an established London printer by the mid-1780s. With a keen eye for innovation, he identified the inefficiencies plaguing the printing process. The meticulous assembly of individual letters by compositors was not only labor-intensive, but also a bottleneck in the dissemination of information. Walter envisioned a transformative approach to printing, one that could expedite production and redefine the industry. The logographic printing experiment. Walter's revolutionary concept was logographic printing, a system where entire words or frequently used phrases were cast as single pieces of type. Drawing inspiration from the idea that certain words recur with high frequency, he hypothesized that this method would significantly accelerate the typesetting process, reduce errors, and enhance overall efficiency. Despite the theoretical appeal, practical implementation proved daunting. The English language comprises approximately 90,000 words. Walter painstakingly filtered this to about 5,000 essential words and terminations. However, managing thousands of unique type pieces introduced significant complexity. Ultimately, the logographic printing experiment was unsustainable. The anticipated gains were negated by operational inefficiencies and human factors. However, this endeavor was not in vain. It showcased Walter's commitment to innovation and set the foundation for future technological advancements in printing. In 1785, seeking to promote his logographic system and capitalize on the public's appetite for news, Walter launched the Daily Universal Register. This publication, modest in appearance, featured selected news items, social commentary, and succinct advertisements. Transition to the Times. By January 1st, 1788, Walter recognized the necessity for a rebranding that reflected the publication's evolving identity and aspirations. The newspaper was renamed The Times, a title embodying its mission to be the definitive record of contemporary events. The rebranded newspaper maintained a succinct format, focusing on the curation of pertinent news without editorial interjection. By its third year, advertising had surged, with daily submissions averaging 50 entries, a testament to its growing influence. John Walter Wise battles for press freedom. John Walter Wise's unyielding commitment to impartial reporting soon led to friction with the establishment. In an era when the monarchy wielded considerable power over the press, his willingness to critique royal conduct was both audacious and perilous. In 1789, the Times published assertions regarding the Duke of York's conduct, suggesting he had incurred King George III's just disapprobation. This bold commentary resulted in Walter's arrest and subsequent trial for libel, a charge carrying severe penalties. Despite these personal and financial hardships, Walter's resolve did not waver. His experiences underscored the imperative of press freedom and set a precedent for challenging authoritative suppression. These episodes heightened the Times' reputation as a beacon of independent journalism. The public's support for Walter solidified the newspaper's standing as a trusted source committed to truth, regardless of potential reprisals. John Walter II, advancing the legacy. Upon his father's retirement, John Walter II assumed leadership of the Times in the early 19th century. Educated and possessing a broader worldview, he was well equipped to navigate the complexities of a rapidly changing society. In 1810, the Times conducted investigative journalism that unveiled corruption within the Navy Board, detailing malpractices that affected national defense and public funds. Retaliation was swift. The government stripped the Times of its contracts, including the prestigious role of printers to the Customs Office. Overcoming government interference. Facing direct interference, the Times contended with deliberate delays and seizures of its news dispatches. Uncompromising, Walter II refused any arrangement that would compromise editorial integrity. He insisted on receiving news as a right, not a concession, reinforcing the principle that a free press should operate without undue influence or obstruction. Innovations under John Walter II. Walter II recognized that exceptional journalism required attracting and retaining top talent. He instituted policies offering remuneration above industry norms and advocated for reasonable workloads and rest periods to ensure sustained excellence. At the time, hand-operated presses could produce approximately 250 sheets per hour. In 1814, Walter II discreetly commissioned the German inventor Friedrich Koenig to develop a viable steam-powered press. The new presses were installed in secrecy, and a small, trusted team was trained to operate them. The introduction of the steam press increased printing capacity to approximately 1,100 sheets per hour. This breakthrough positioned the Times at the forefront of technological advancement in the industry. On November 29, 1814, after successfully printing the day's edition using the steam press, Walter II informed his staff of the new technology's implementation, assured them that no jobs would be lost, and emphasized the necessity of progress, upholding public interest over profit. The Times maintained stringent standards for advertisements, rejecting those promoting dubious products or exploitative schemes. During the speculative boom known as railway mania, innumerable railway companies sought investment, many lacking substantive viability. The Times took a principled stance by critically examining and exposing the frailties of these speculative ventures. Editorial transparency. Historically, editors like Edward Sterling, who led the Times in the early 19th century, operated under anonymity. This tradition stemmed from legal liabilities and social conventions of the period. As journalism evolved, the Times recognized the importance of transparency. Acknowledging the identities of editorial leaders fostered accountability and highlighted the professionalization of journalism as a discipline. John Thaddeus Delane, the modern editor. John Thaddeus Delane, born in 1817, was singled out for his prodigious talents early on. Educated at elite institutions, he was groomed for editorial leadership under the mentorship of the Times proprietors. Delane's strength lay in his ability to curate and synthesize information rather than author it. He orchestrated a network of correspondents and experts, ensuring the Times provided comprehensive and authoritative coverage. Delane's tenure encompassed pivotal historical events, including the Crimean War and the American Civil War. His leadership solidified the Times's reputation as the Thunderer, a moniker reflecting its influential voice and authoritative commentary. Under Delane, the newspaper maintained a strict policy against ad hominem attacks. It critiqued policies and actions but refrained from personal disparagement, upholding the highest standards of journalistic ethics. In tracing the lineage of the Times, we observe a tapestry of innovation, courage, and unwavering dedication to journalistic integrity. From John Walter Rye's pioneering spirit and steadfast defense of press freedom, through John Walter II's advancements and ethical resolve, to John Delane's modernizing influence, each figure contributed to shaping not only a newspaper, but also the very standards of the industry. Today, underpinned by the Walter family's enduring legacy, the Times continues to adapt in an ever-changing media landscape, embracing technological advancements while steadfastly upholding the principles instilled by its founders.